My name is Abel Martinez IV, and I attended the Gathering Church one day, and Jesus set me free, and He could set you free as well. First time I came to the Gathering, I came by myself. It was cold. I sat in the back row. Actually, it's right behind me, the seat I sat in. I was extremely hungover because I had drank the night before, and just God had been calling me, and I knew I had to get to church. So I decided to come to church, and little did I know that that day that I came to church was going to forever change my life. I personally probably hit rock bottom. I was down and out. I've given everything else a try. I tried self-help books. I read the 4 Agreements, Art of War, all that stuff that they tell you to read, and it didn't help. So whenever I came to church that Sunday, I truly came with an open heart and an open mind, and I told myself, you've really got to give God a chance this time. So whatever God moves you to do, moves you to say, act on what God is telling you. I'll tell you one thing, that whenever I did come to church for the first time to the Gathering, I've never stepped into a church that I could just feel it was Holy Spirit filled. It was an electricity going through the room, and I felt it. And whenever I felt that, I knew that I was, one, in the right place, and 2, experiencing something I had never in my life experienced. When Pastor Holt had mentioned the 21-day of prayer fast we were doing, for me personally, I gravitated towards it because I probably do best under pressure and when I'm challenged, and that's what I kind of took it as at first. So I thought, well, we're going to follow the Bible plan, we're going to fast, and what else can I kind of add to that that's going to help me personally grow into the person I wanted to become. So that wasn't hard for me to decide on what to let go, and I decided, okay, I'm not going to drink alcohol for 21 days and see what it does. And never once did I think, I can't do this. I attacked it with the open mind and open heart, like I said. I didn't constrain God into a box to where He can't help me get past this. It wasn't even necessarily a thought of being alcohol free forever. That's what it turned into. And I believe it turned into that, morphed into that, because I found my purpose. I realized who I was in God's eyes, and I accepted it. I surrendered and I accepted my calling. So yeah.
So how many days now?
If I had my telephone, I could tell you, but it is probably upwards of 700 days. 2 years for sure. 2 years of sobriety. Pastor Jorge asked me, we were eating at Grub Burger one day, and we were sitting kind of by the bar, and he's kind of looking over there. He's like, you never have temptation to, want a sip? And I'm like, no, never have. And if I'm being honest, there was 3 times that I thought, maybe I could use a drink, but I haven't picked up a glass of alcohol, and I don't persecute or I don't judge people who do. That's awesome if you do, if that's what you choose to do. I'd definitely like to take some time out of your day to sit down and maybe we could have a chit chat or whatever. I know y'all can't see her. Valerie's sitting back there. This really kicked off in June, and she hasn't had a sip of alcohol since then. So I think you plug into the right people, you get the right people around you, God at the center of that circle, and miracles will happen if you allow them to.
How would you encourage someone to jump into 7 days of prayer and fasting?
I would say jump in feet first. Don't take too much thought about what you're fixing to do. And find someone else who's participating in the 7 days of prayer, and just have an accountability partner. Really read the Bible plan that you're doing. I know that there's a little feedback kind of section at the end, the talk it through part. And at first, I never typed anything in the talk it through, but I read everyone's comment, and it allows you to understand that, okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. There's people dealing with bigger issues, smaller issues, different issues. And as long as we're all together and God is at the center of that plan, you can't fail. You won't fail.